All right, super quick rundown on how to take off the fenders of a GL450. This specifically is a 2008, but the same procedure applies to MLs, GLKs, and I believe the R series. So real quick, 4 bolts up top, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take those off. Moving downwards, so I have the wheel taken off because I was doing more work, but you don't have to. But you're gonna remove the mud flap. Just a couple tabs holding it. Let me show you. So these are the tabs that hold the mud flap together, and that's the mud flap that I'm talking about. So pull those tabs off. That'll usually release the mud flap. Once you have that taken off, you are going to pull off the running board a little because you need to access these 2 bolts right here. So there's 2 bolts here that I already taken off, but you're basically going to release the running board enough to access these. So the procedure to do that is once you have the mud flap taken off, there's a couple bolts that come from the bottom. So take those bolts off. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts. And then there's a couple tabs hidden behind the running board. So I was replacing my running board, so I took the whole thing off anyways. But the way to do it is you tug the top part a little back, then you access this tab and you push it so that it releases from right here, right? Once that releases, you can just simply pull the running board back and it will come off. Right, once you've got those 2 bolts off, I'll cover the backside first. So I've seen a lot of other videos where people tell you, hey, you need to take off these annoying tabs from the backside of the door here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a couple of plastic tabs that go behind this, and those are super hard to get to, and I was a little annoyed, but you really don't have to take those off. It just simply releases the plastic cover. So what I did was, instead of taking those off, come to the back side of this, and you already have to come here to release 1 bolt, but what you're gonna do is remove 1 bolt right here, 1 bolt right here, and then there's 1 bolt right there, and that's it. It's basically gonna release the whole black plastic tab that we just saw, and this is the tab that I'm talking about. So instead of taking those off and just injuring your wrist, just simply take those bolts off and it'll release the whole thing. And then last but not the least, you're gonna take off the bumper that's joining with the fender. So pull back on this mud flap a little bit, and then there's basically 1 bolt that you have to take off right here. It's basically in the front right there. So I already took it off, but once you take that off, and that bolt sits right here. Once you take that off, you simply pull this whole piece, and that'll release the bumper from the fender. And that's basically it. The fender just simply releases. Let's see if I can pull this thing out. And there we go. That's how you take the fender off. All right, thanks for watching.